What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you some GLS content today, or should I say GLG for Genesis League goals. Now, the airdrop has started. We have received 3 of them already, so I'm recording this on Thursday, October 27th. It began on the 25th. That was the first airdrop. And so far, you can see here, if you log in, you can see on the top right, there is a number here, and that is how much is currently in your account. So I have 229 dropped over the course of 3 days. And what I wanted to share with you is the APRs for what this currently looks like. Now, for those who might be new to this or just checking out GLG, so Genesis League Goals, which is the game that exists on GLS, the Genesis League Sports, you will need to stake SPS, which is the Splinterlands governance token, within the Splinterlands game, and make sure that you link your accounts or use the same Hive account in order to receive this this airdrop. So that is the only way that you can receive it now. In the future, you will be able to stake your packs and receive a different airdrop, which is kind of just the rewards pool that they will start distributing early. But for now, this is what it is, and I think until like mid to late November is the next time we'll get anything such as GLX staking or GLX liquidity pools, and then the pack staking as well. So more to come on that when we get that information. But here we go. I have a very rudimentary APR calculated here. And again, what I did is just looked at how much SPS roughly I have staked, how much I'm getting dropped daily, and then compare that with where the price of SPS currently is. And again, there's a bunch of formulas in the back end of this. So compare that with the price of where SPS currently is. So the investment you'd need to make in SPS, and then the return that you would get on GLX if it were X, Y, or Z price. Now, here's the thing. At this point in time, GLG, the game, is like a second layer built on the Hive blockchain, and the bridge to Hive Engine or any other market has not yet been set up. I don't know when the time or what the time frame for that is, but hopefully it will be soon, because due to the fact that you're getting it, but you can't do anything with it. So we don't know, for those who want to sell it, for those who want to buy it, what the market is pricing it at currently. So all I'm doing is taking some rough values here that we can see exactly where, things line up. So if you were to look at the most, worst case scenario, and again, it could always be worse, but if it was less than, a penny or less, you'd be getting about a 4% APR. Now, if it ends up being roughly around the price of where SPS currently is, that's an additional 20% to what you are getting already on top of the 27, 28-ish% for staking SPS. So that's kind of a nice little bonus or benefit there. Now, where this gets fun, obviously, is when you scale up and look at the higher prices. Well, if GLX were to ever reach 25 cents, then at this point in time, you're getting like 100% return on whatever you have for SPS right now. Keep in mind, this is incredibly dynamic. It will run for 365 days, of which 3 are already done. So prices will change, and the amount of SPS staked overall versus the amount of SPS you have staked will change. Maybe you'll have more of the pool or share one day, or less of the share one day. So it's going to change for you, and don't stick to this, right? Because this isn't going to be, you can't extrapolate this out for an entire year. That being said, if you can keep your share or keep your, proportion, and we do hit some of these interesting price targets, well, then again, it's just nice to see some double-digit numbers in there as an added benefit, because keep in mind, GLG, Genesis League Goals, is going to be its own game, and GLS, the platform, is going to be its own thing, right? But what they are doing is they reserved 5% of the tokens, 100 million, that will be airdropped to SPS holders. So I was going to stake SPS anyway. It's one of my, biggest assets within Splinterlands, and the one that I believe in the most, probably. So I was going to do it anyway, but now getting some extra benefits on top of that is kind of nice. And while, this may seem bullish, and I don't want to get, too bullish here, because I don't know what to expect. If you think about where the low amount of liquidity when this goes live and when we are able to trade it, I do wonder if there will be some kind of price squeeze, if people will actually have a high demand for this in the short to medium term. Now, I have previously said that I don't think that there's going to be that demand. We might see a huge pop off in the beginning as a bunch of whales want to come in and they didn't want to buy the SPS, but they do want to buy the GLX at whatever price it is and then start staking it once that goes live. So we may see a price pop there. But until there's utility to GLX, I would expect many folks to be selling all or a portion of it, especially if they are SPS holders, right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't, if you have no interest in GLX or GLG, you probably, just will want to sell and buy back into SPS to get more SPS and potentially more GLX that you can sell and continue that cycle, right? So we'll see how things play out. But just wanted to share these numbers with you again. From the low end, 1 cent would equal about 4%, and then if you get anywhere into the double digits and above, it gets or 10 cents and above, you can see that it starts to look kind of nice and juicy. And like I said, this isn't incentivizing me to go ape into more SPS, but it does feel nice to hold that SPS and continue accumulating and staking more, whether I earn that playing in the game, whether I'm trading out of other assets within Splinterlands or selling cards. Yeah, it's just kind of nice. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How are you thinking about GLX and I guess the token overall, what you're planning to do, if you are receiving the airdrop, anything like that. Would love to hear your thoughts. I will catch you all in the next video, and I'll see you around the game. Take care.